दोस्तों, स्वागत है आपका अगले वीडियो में। और इस वीडियो में हम टाटा कर्व ईवी के ओनर के साथ हैं, जो कि इस वीडियो में कवर करने वाले हैं गाड़ी के ड्राइव इम्प्रेशंस को। गाड़ी फुल्ली फीचर लोडेड है, ये टॉप ट्रिम है और इसका जो ड्राइविंग कंफर्ट है और जो भी इसके फीचर्स आते हैं, आई थिंक वो ओनर से बेहतर कोई नहीं बता पाएगा। सो एक काम करते हैं, अभी अमन को हम हैंड ओवर करते हैं और अमन आपको दिखाएंगे और गाड़ी चलाते चलाते और इसके ड्राइव इम्प्रेशंस कवर करेंगे। सो अमन, वेलकम। और अभी आपको मैं हैंड ओवर करता हूँ, आप ड्राइव इम्प्रेशंस कवर कीजिए। सो ओवर टू यू।
So as I was telling, the car has 3 drive modes and सबसे ज़्यादा fun obviously sports mode में है.
Drive mode
So the
activated.
car gives you a warning and let us see how it shoots up. So
एक गाड़ी में इमीडिएट पंच आपने जैसे ही प्रेस किया, गाइस ट्रस्ट मी, मैं पीछे बैठा हूँ और 0 to 100 ये इतनी फास्ट गई है, तो ईवी में इतना पावरफुल पंच है।
So as I said, if you take left and the camera shows the feed on the left side completely, I will just show you 0 to 100 quickly. These are safe roads, so
आपको स्क्रीन पे भी दिख रहा है, इंफोटेनमेंट पे, और आप खुद ही महसूस कर पाएंगे कि गाड़ी कितनी फास्ट जा रही है।
So not only is the car fast, the car also has a very nice braking, both with normal brakes and it has regenerative paddle buttons. So अभी हम level 2 region पे चला रहे थे. I can shift it between level 1 which is the least of course other than 0, and मैं अगर 1 pedal driving करना चाहता हूँ तो this is a very good feature. अभी आप देखेंगे जैसे मैं level 3 पे हूँ, so I don't need to press the brake, I'm not pressing the brake, the car is stopping on its own. So traffic में ये बहुत काम का feature है, and generally in traffic I drive the car in eco or city. Eco is not really required.
City drive mode activated.
City mode आपके सारी ज़रूरतों के लिए काफ़ी है। मेरे को बेस्ट माइलेज और परफॉर्मेंस का कॉम्बिनेशन लगता है सिटी मोड, और मैं ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा सिटी मोड में चलाता हूँ। एज आई एम टेलिंग यू द मैप फीचर, अभी आप देखेंगे ये मैप यहाँ पे आ रहा है, बट इफ आई एक्चुअली वांट टू सी इट ऑन माय मेन स्क्रीन, देयर इज अ ऑप्शन टू डू दैट आल्सो. So now if you see the center of my screen, the map will come there, and if I want to make it full screen, I can actually make the entire map come on in front of me. So there is no HUD, but this feature is something which is very useful. You don't need to every time look diagonal to yourself on the screen. The map in full view is here in front of the driver. So I think that's a very good feature. It is something I have not seen in too many cars. Other than that, even in city the car performs really well. So we are at city, you can see the pickup, the acceleration is very linear, and it can be very addictive because आप जैसे हाईवेज पे हैं, आपको कोई ओवरटेक करना है, so you don't even need to drop a gear. अगर आप बेस्ट ऑफ ऑटोमेटिक कार चलाते हैं, so of course every EV is anyway automatic, but अगर आप बेस्ट ऑफ ऑटोमेटिक कार्स भी चलाते हैं, you can get a DSG or DCT gearbox, where of course the gear shifts are very fast, but it will not beat the experience of an EV because this is much more smoother and there is no gear shifts happening. So that is something I think I really appreciate post owning this car. It also makes you less tired, I feel. That is one thing which I have noticed after doing long rides in the EV. Another thing is the turning radius of the car. So जब मैंने गाड़ी खरीदी थी तो मुझे लगा था कि ये टर्निंग रेडियस एक प्रॉब्लम हो सकता है, बिकॉज द कार इज़ फेयरली लॉन्ग, 4.3 meters, the size of a Seltos and a Creta. But the turning radius is pretty manageable. So let me do a quick U-turn and show you, and then maybe we can do a quick 360 also in an empty road. So as you can see, I can take a very tight corner at half the road, and if you want to see a full 360, हम वो भी करके आपको दिखा देंगे एक बार.
आपने ये जो अभी मुझे पहले भी इसका टर्निंग रेडियस दिखाया था, उसका भी मैं क्लिप अटैच कर दूंगा बीच में.
Good thing of the car is that the turning radius is very nice, so I can actually do it in a pretty small area. As you can see, I will try to make one more circle to show you. The car can actually turn.
Express cooling off.
It's a very
Normal cooling mode on.
Very small circles. So other than that, the steering feedback is good. It's electronic steering, so at the speed of the car goes faster, you can feel the steering getting a bit firm. It looks like उन्होंने सफारी का steering share किया इस गाड़ी के साथ, which it's a bit big I feel for the size, but the steering has it doesn't have reach but it has tilt, so according to your height आप adjust कर सकते हैं, which is a good feature. All the controls are there on the car, so calling, your search, your modes, volume, track, and then of course because this car has ADAS, so it has some buttons for cruise control and adaptive cruise control. ADAS works pretty well. I feel it can be slightly more refined because वो white markings को कभी-कभी lose कर देता है on a well made highway also. But again it is more of a secondary emergency kind of safety measure and not something you should rely on all the time. But it certainly does help. It does give you all the warnings on both the ORVM mirrors also, and of course you get a lot of warnings in terms of incoming traffic or someone getting too close to you on the highway. So that is a good feature. Other than that, the car is very silent. So if all you can actually hear is the AC. So once the AC fan temperature is low, गाड़ी में कोई NVH नहीं है, and even in terms of the build, I feel that outside road noise is very limited, which will again make you less tired. One thing they could have improved is that they could have given a UV cut glass, considering the price of the car. इस budget में manufacturers like Kia are giving UV cut glass on their cars at this range, which with the kind of temperatures we are in, if you see, we are roughly at 40 degrees in Delhi NCR even in October. So UV cut glass could have been a good feature. It also reduces the glare. अब रिसेंटली मैं एक हाईवे पे जा रहा था जहाँ पे मैंने नोटिस किया कि काफ़ी ग्लेयर मुझे ऑनकमिंग ट्रैफिक का फील हो रहा था, विच कुड हैव बीन इम्प्रूव्ड. बट अदर देन दैट द कार, एज आई सेड, द म्यूजिक सिस्टम इज़ रियली गुड. सो द JBL also gives you a few modes. So I'll show you the modes which JBL gives. आपको अलग अलग म्यूजिक मोड्स मिलते हैं, which has all the different options. If you want a wide stage, if you want bass extra, if you want acoustic, or you want a custom mode, it is very well done. You can also seat select. If there are kids sleeping in the back, you can actually make the speakers only load on the front. I think it's very nicely done, and of course the graphics are pretty smooth.
Okay.
See, the car has a lot of acceleration, and initially you can even feel that the car is much faster than what you would imagine it to be. So I'm in sports mode right now, so you are generally doing 0 to 110 seconds. Not recommended for daily usage. Daily usage should be done in city.
City drive mode
City is
activated.
more balanced between acceleration and performance, in terms of battery also being considered. So I generally drive in city. Eco is not what I use. City is good enough. And I'll show you how. So as I said, so if you took left, the display comes here, and the car also has 3 regenerative modes. It's like paddle shifters in a normal car. So this is on the left and this on the right. So currently I'm at L1, which is level 1 of resistance. I can actually, if I'm in more traffic, I can do level 2. So what will happen is the car will brake more instinctively. You can feel it more. When I leave the accelerator, the car will stop on its own. And at level 3 it will be much more aggressive. इससे होता क्या है कि आपकी बैटरी की रेंज बढ़ती है. तो जैसे अब आप देखिए, अभी मैं लेवल 2 पे हूँ और 268 की रेंज दिखा रहा है. सो द मोमेंट आई गो टू लेवल 3, द रेंज हैज इंक्रीज टू 272, एंड नाउ आई कैन एक्चुअली डू वन पेडल ड्राइविंग. आपको ब्रेक दबाने की जरूरत नहीं है. सपोज आई वांट टू स्टॉप एट अ पर्टिकुलर स्पेस, मैं अपने एक्सीलरेटर को छोड़ूंगा एंड द कार इज स्टॉपिंग ऑन इट्स ओन. सो व्हेन यू गेट यूज्ड टू इट, इट मेक्स योर ड्राइविंग वेरी कंफर्टेबल, बिकॉज आपको बार बार ब्रेक के लिए पाँव भी नहीं उठाना पड़ता. इट्स लाइक अ सिंगल पेडल ड्राइव काइंड ऑफ अ मोड, विच टाटा हैज डन प्रीटी वेल. Now this is a bump on the road. The car has a very high ground clearance anyway, but even after that, the suspension with the 18-inch wheels is a very good positive point of the car. गाड़ी का suspension बहुत ही refined है. It is a bit soft, which is what I prefer generally because of the kind of roads we have. And the car has no problem in wading through any kind of road, whether it is broken or whether there's a high speed breaker. So वो problem नहीं है. Also very good thing of circle. Sorry, that was the express cooling feature. There is a special button Tata has given here, इसमें क्या है कि अगर आप जैसे बाहर से आए गाड़ी में बहुत देर से धूप में खड़ी थी, तो एक एक्सप्रेस कूलिंग का बटन है, वो फुल पे एसी चलाता है थोड़ा हायर पावर पे, और विंडोज़ रोल डाउन करता है टू गेट द कार कूल्ड क्विकली, विच इज़ अ गुड फीचर. आई थिंक दिस इज़ समथिंग विच मोर कार शुड हैव. अदर देन दैट द एसी परफॉर्मेंस इज़ मोर देन एडुकेट. आपको एसी से कोई कंप्लेंट नहीं आएगी. इट इज़ अ प्लस पॉइंट ऑफ द कार. एंड